Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is game 1 the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Xargun. He's Allied Commander, and for me it is Empire of Japan. This is Scenario 1 on game version 26B, September 1st. And yeah, there's not too much activity in this match, at least in these days. Sweeping some mines. At the end, I wait now for allies' counter activity. There's not more anything for me to achieve. Nothing really. Maybe a Battle of Brisbane, but that is only nice to have. One of my local minesweepers hit here a mine with a bull. Okay, that can happen. Airstrike against Chinese ground troops. A lot of casualties for Xargun. Of course, there's no cover. I also try to slow down and damage the retreating Australian armies. And I keep some pressure here in the north. The Chinese are not really completely encircled, but the main roads are all blocked. So I hope there's not too much supplies entering the hex. But you can see it's all my side activity. I bomb what I can do, and I'm waiting. There's my local minesweeper going down. And my tanks catching up with the retreating 3rd Australian Division plus equipment, and I force them out of the hex again. So they're retreating out of Tenet Creek. I took over some days ago, and now they're trying to reach Alice Springs. But this is all desert, there's no cover, so my air force, if there's no enemy long range cap or something coming, I can bomb them every day, more or less. The defender is also low on supplies, fatigue, and of course they are falling apart. So this is the next battle north of Brisbane. There's still this tank army and some cavalry, so cavalry is more or less motorized infantry. But they are both too weak to hold the hex. It means now my tanks are rushing to secure Brisbane. So very light losses on my side, the casualties for the allies mounting up. So far everything is fine. This is the standard bombardment. So again, successful for Japan, winning the war in Australia. Still no really change. Central Australia, my forces are moving forward. And I also start to focus more and more on Brisbane. Air losses are very light. Ship sunk. I lost my local minesweeper. So I must bring in a new one. Maybe I have one spare. Nothing really here in China. The tanks are a little beat up, so I call them back and bring in maybe some other troops. In Kinko, I still need to recover and rebuild my forces. But I can use air power 1 month maybe to hammer the enemy troops, and that's okay. I see here some ships. Maybe I will try to use my fighter bombers. I have here a navy attack, you can see. And this airframe is already good enough for this kind of action because you use now 250 kilogram bombs, not more 60 kilo or 15 kilo. So these are bombs you can kill and damage real ships. So nothing more else to really show or say. I have troops marching on Tenet Creek to reinforce the army group. But my 4 tank regiments are normally even enough to defeat the Australian troops. At least this retreating force is not powerful enough. Here's maybe some more equipment, but this also looks more like support equipment, not really fighting force. There are some fighters, so I must be a little careful and check what is here in Alice Springs, but we will see. And the Brisbane road is open. I have here now the tanks inside. I'm not so sure if they're strong enough to hold the hex against the enemy counterattack, but I also want to use it, and if the allies are not strong enough to defeat the tanks, then maybe they're bleeding and have high casualties on this attack. And if my tanks are getting destroyed, I simply move them back and let them repair and refuel and rebuild everything. These are light tanks and medium tanks, not the most powerful, but we will see. Good, and see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.